and welcome to the rawest, most possible vlog ever made, in this case in Japan, my latest trip. I call it 99% trip effort, 1% editing effort, because I didn't want to put any actual effort. It's just me, my phone, what I've seen, my thoughts about my experience, and I compiled it into a 2 hours and a half long video without many plans. Mostly for me to enjoy, but if you like it, I'm happy. Day 0, or should I say day 1, on our way to the airport. We arrived in Shanghai. Fun fact, I don't know if it's just accidental or not, but like 80% of security personnel here are females. Interesting. This has to be part of the vlog. That's how you gather your luggages in Tokyo. So clean, orderly and nice, with help. Devastante. We did it! The camera quality for some reason is down the roof. We are in a hotel, we checked in, take a shower and explore maybe. I don't know, what time is it? Fuck knows. Day number 2. The sun is not shining, but it's 25 degrees, so I'm happy. Now we go get a coffee and explore. While we wait for the green light and we walk towards Mitsukoshima station, first reflection about Tokyo. The housing is incredibly expensive, but the food, comparably, is extremely cheap. Something very strange. From Fast and Furious own, more famous than Times Square, this lovely crossing, and I'm crossing it not knowing where I'm crossing to. Fun fact, all the crossing here looks like the famous crossing. A couple of people. Okay, if the Tokyo Street Department office is watching this video, I would like to request, if possible, to place street name on the corner of the buildings, because it would be easier to navigate the city without using maps. Maybe there are, but it's not clear and it's definitely not in Latin letters. Yes, exactly like this. I don't understand this fascination with these balls. I guess Japanese like balls. Now we're talking. And we arrived to our next destination, the Meiji Jingu Shrine, a temple built in honor of the Emperor Meiji Jingu, who basically transformed Japan from a feudal society to the modern powerhouse of today. And a fun fact that before entering this shrine, you have to purify yourself by washing your hands, rinsing your mouth, and washing your hands again. We take it very seriously. In the meantime that we walk towards Shinjuku, I wanted to share another interesting thing that I noticed. since yesterday. I was looking for places to eat, of course, and I usually use Google Maps, and probably Japanese are quite picky because most of the reviews are like 3.5, 4, 4.1 stars, which is quite unusual for like everywhere. So either places on Google Maps are shit or Japanese are quite picky. Something tells me that we might find some food here. I wish I could have recorded it live, but I think it would not have been polite. I had tears in my eyes. So fucking delicious, thick food sushi, like it's incredible. Devastante. Okay, I have to say that in the cacophony of signs, colors, drawings, and smells that characterize all Asian countries, maybe I'm biased because I'm here right now, but I can say that in Japan you find the most tasteful, I would say. While we take a look at this beautiful panorama at Ueno Station, another observation about Japan that I noticed, at least for Tokyo, in these couple of days. It feels like the most advanced society 15 years ago. Everything is, it feels like using Windows XP. Very well designed, very well thought, but aesthetically a little bit outdated. I think it's gonna be last stop for the day. National Museum. Beautiful square. I don't know if I'm stupid or not, or yes. I cannot find the exit. I see people coming and going in all directions, but I can't find the exit. Maybe there. Exit. Yes. Who's there? And the first day, technically second, also comes to an end. I am tired as a motherfucker. I think I got some sore throat or sniffle from maybe one of the 5 million people that I encountered today in the public transportation. Now I'm going back to my hotel. It's late, so the only food I could find in the convenience store, this will be my dinner. As we say in Italian, umile, which means humble. And I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, before going to sleep, another reflection about Tokyo. God, front camera is shit. People are around at every time. Like when I left Shinjuku, there were, I don't know, maybe 5 million people there. But all the metros, all the trains stop working at midnight. Why? Another reflection before sleeping, before I forget. Drinks in Japan, in Tokyo, in Shikuya, sucks. Like, really suck. They are cheap, but they suck. With the capital S.
Good morning. As you can see from my face, I didn't sleep well. I think that my jet lag had jet lag, and tonight I felt it for real. I couldn't sleep at all. I think I slept maybe 2 hours. I have no idea. I just know that I tossed and turned for most of the time that I was in bed. It's 11:18 and it's time to go. My throat is sore. Today it's a bit rainy, but it is what it is. We came here to visit, and now we go to Asakusa.
Change of plans. The morning got more adventurous. Because, yeah, it's raining, and I'm trying to find a pharmacy with a spray or something for my throat. And apparently, it's something extremely rare and valuable. So already 2 pharmacies didn't have it, and a lovely guy pointed me to a 3rd one that should have it. And shoes are not the best for this weather. After finally purchasing this lovely spray, I will go back to the hotel to change my shoes to something more durable. And I don't know, maybe I should just go straight to lunch and wait for the rain to stop, because it's quite ugly to be around like this. I'm so happy I made an upgrade so I can actually see, plus I have more coverage. Lovely. We're back in the game. We get the spray, shoes, we got lovely umbrella. Back to plan A. Let's try to get to Asakusa directly this time. Not the best weather, but still nice view. Very fresh review of Asakusa. Too touristic. Am I a tourist? Yes. Have I been there? Yes, of course, just like everyone else. But don't go there to experience ancient Japan. Go there to see a shit ton of people and a shit ton of small kiosks selling you what I think, and I suppose is overpriced stuff, gifts and souvenirs. But the temple was cool. people prefer Toy Story to the panorama, and I can understand why. We got some like financial district vibe over here, like Toronto downtown vibe. We are in Mitsuko Semae, something like this. Random metro exit that will bring me back to my hotel. Okay, while we walk in this beautiful street under this hopefully last rain of the day, a quick reflection on sky. I'll show you the observation decks and high-rise buildings for the only sake of having a view. I prefer the view from the bottom, honestly. Started from the bottom, now we're still here. Because from like 200, 300, 400 meters up, everything looks small and you don't have contrast. So you can be in Tokyo, you can be in Toronto, you can be in New York. It all looks the same because you only see the top of the buildings, and from that high you don't have this perception of, again, contrast of heights. So yeah, I did it consciously. That it would have been quite an underwhelming experience, but this is a much better experience. Totally random. Yeah, walking in this neighborhood, I take back what I said yesterday, that Tokyo feels like the most modern city 15 years ago. This looked quite contemporary, but still, the thing that leaves me the most, that opinion, still, are the toilets. The super modern Toto toilets that have buttons and LEDs with heating your seat and bidet, shower and music and noise suppression while you do your business. They look extremely advanced, but they also look like 2010 advanced, but they're still everywhere. So probably just a matter of longevity, because they actually work pretty well, and besides the aesthetic, nothing I would change. That should be cool. Interesting. That is too cool. Looks like Avatar world. This is insane. I have chills.
Wait here. Solo qui. Sì.
Sì.
Ok.
Eccolo. Thank you. The Shark King is alive. Welcome to Ginza. In the meantime that we reach our next destination and we take a walk in this beautiful neighborhood, which I guess is like the luxury spot for Japanese, definitely. Cacchiarola, super cool. Couple of words from the exhibition. I'm not a tour guide and I don't want to invite anyone to do anything, but that is quite amazing, and it's called Team Lab Borderless. Definitely one of the best exhibition slash museums that I've seen so far. This is how a club looks in Tokyo. Interesting. Japan culture, even in the club, is incredibly respectful. I am blown away. I am blown away. Everyone is so fucking nice. We don't deserve a place like this. Francisco, questa canzone di Tokyo. Pazzesco. Ciao.
I'm not joking. This is the toilet of a club on Saturday night. You push and you flush, and it's pristinely clean. It's crazy. You want to have a bidet? You have option. You want privacy to do your things? You have option. This is a club Saturday night. Wherever in the world you will find it like this. Tell me. I am blown away.
Good morning from this beautiful, lovely, amazing city of amazing people, of incredible culture. I am so happy and blown away, even though I still have a bit of flu. Plus, I found this amazing mocha espresso cafe, but it's called Poru, but also he's a dirty person. That's what happened. So now I'm fucked for the whole day. Anyway, people here are too nice, too gentle, too kind. We don't deserve this kind of people in the world. And now I'm catching the occasion to this good weather to see the surroundings of the Imperial Palace. Actually, it's kind of my neighborhood for the next 24 hours. Not bad. Kanda. Remember what I said about Japan being the most modern city 10, 15 years ago. I completely take it back. It's so big, in fact, that every neighborhood, every part has its own vibe, and it's so beautiful, so incredible. the impenetrable gate of the fortress of the emperor. So apparently here there was supposed to be the Edo castle of the shogunate, and he could see all these skyscrapers and think everything is mine. But yeah, of course there were no skyscrapers in the 17th century. Welcome to Akihabara. Apparently, the anime spot. Japanese take their games seriously. I have no idea how interesting how much they are worth on European market. So I'm really not into risking it, but it looks quite interesting. What we have here? He's the man, for sure. He's the sexy, not Latin, Japanese lover. And then this one as well. He's the man, number 2. And on the 3rd place, definitely him. Definitely heterosexual. Welcome to Odabaya. I suppose a new part, because it's an artificial island with things that we're gonna discover. Let's go. Something is going on here. Attenzione. Just in time for something. Tell me that it's gonna move. Tell me that it's going to move. Yes. Let's go. Porca troia. That's it. Okay, no leg or arms movement. just in case you're interested in the B-side. Yeah, big malls. Looks the same everywhere. Let's get out of here. Now that's a cool building. That's super cool. It's another interesting building. Look what we got. In the camera. Oh. There's a Colosseum. Pensate. Yeah, and camera doesn't give justice to the view. It's incredible. So cool. Okay, we arrived in the lovely Fukagawa part of the city, which should be more like historical place, but I'm afraid that everything is already closed since it's almost 7 on a Sunday. Blin. Let's see. New day, new shirt, clean shirt. I am currently in the who's the owner of Facebook? Mark Zuckerberg face. So I purchased one type of shirt, like 5-6 of them, because I like them and I don't want to think too much about my outfit. Anyway, now we get a coffee and we go to Hakone. We arrived in sunny, so far, and beautiful Hakone, to the ryokan. I don't know if it's a ryokan or a hotel normal, but he has an onsen, so I'm good. It's in a cool spot, very close to the train station. The only problem is all these beautiful 1,000 steps had to be done with my 20 kilo luggage plus rucksack. But all is good. Weather is still holding on. Grab some food and explore. Welcome to my room for the night. 2 fun facts. First one, I had a brief conversation with a lovely old Japanese guy that spoke a little bit of English, and he asked me where I'm from. When I said Italy, he said, "Ah, Italy, Napoli." To all my lovely Napolitans people, you are very well recognized around the world, but not. I'm not from Naples, and I was trying to reach my room. Here everything is in Japanese, so I was going inside the women onsen. And for those of you who don't know, the onsen is the like sauna bath, hot spring bath of Japan, and you're required to be fully naked. So I was like this, close to cause panic, but the lady ran down the stairs and stopped me before disaster. And now, before the onsen, I think I will need to explore some nature. Welcome to the Hakone Open Air Museum, where we can find Picasso and other beautiful sculptures immersed in a super beautiful landscape. Such a lovely and tasteful combination. Hello, that's a fisheye. And we're back. Now it's finally time for onsen. But since you have to be naked, I will not bring you with me. See you later. I'm cooked like a roasted chicken, boiled chicken, but top notch. And I was alone. Super. Ah, yes. Apparently, this lovely town dies after sunset. Everything looks closed, but I'm pretty sure I can find some yakitori. And we found a small temple on the way. And apparently gods need cash as well. Good morning from the cloudy and lovely Hakone. This morning I woke up earlier than usual. Still late for my plan, but earlier than usual. We are going to do the Hakone loop and hopefully come back in time for the last train to Kyoto. And in the meantime that our lovely lady host is making us coffee, I was observing how they're collecting to actually make the onsen. You can see the steam. It actually comes down super hot already. I don't know if it's heated by them or if it's naturally hot, but that's quite interesting. So yeah, I investigated, and apparently this drill, it's like oil, but instead of getting the oil, it pumps the water 500 meters below this ground, which is already like 63 or 65 degrees, and it pumps it into their sauna. That's extremely cool. We are now in Gora, first stop, and I just realized that I didn't try any sweets so far, which is strange for me. And this looks... quite a nice spot for breakfast. That's a big bee. Welcome to Owakudani. Somewhere, somehow, we should be able to see Mount Fuji. For as much as I know, it could be even that one, but I doubt it. But the cool thing is that this is actually natural steam that goes up the mountain. It's like the earth is breathing from here. Apparently we cannot go in because there is a
volcanic activities, and the guided tours, which is the only way you can get inside, needs to be booked like a month in advance. So I guess this is it for us. Okay, so if that's Lake Ash and this is the funicular, Mount Fuji should be technically right in front of us. Maybe it's this guy below the clouds, but I don't see any other options. But we will find out. Okay, so apparently these are eggs, of course, and they're black because they are cooked in the sulfuric waters near the volcano, and they're still hot. Interesting. And I got 4 proteins. Apparently, if you eat one, you gain 7 years of life. And I got 4, so it's 28 years added. It's worth it anyway. So this is how they made the hot bath in my lovely hotel. And that's how they make the black eggs. 1 hour cooking into the sulfuric waters, and they turn out black. So that's crazy. Okay, so apparently there is Mount Fuji, as you can hear from the commotion. And we can kind of see it behind the clouds. Super nice. It's gone. That's pretty cool. Okay, now we go back to take our luggages and head to Kyoto. And in the meantime that I'm walking this road, a quick reflection on this excursion activity, Hakone Loop. I wouldn't know what else to do here, but definitely not breathtaking. I would research something more unique, because you spend basically the whole day and you're commuting from one transportation to another. Yeah, you have a couple of cool sightseeing, but I don't know if it's worth the hassle. Again, I don't know if there are other options available here, but Tokyo exploration, 10 out of 10. Hakone Loop, 4 out of 10. Plus, it's beyond touristic. So you have a shit ton of people doing the same thing. So you're also like squeezed and waiting in line. And it's not adventurous, it's really made for Asian style tourists, which have to be perfectly signaled, which is nice. Having a bathroom every 30 meters, and cafe restaurants, and yeah, it's not something cool. And we are in Shio Origawa, our bus stop in Kyoto. And Yes.
So, I checked in the most technological hotel I've ever been, and I have to say it looks quite cool, small but cool. And the only issue here is that I always book for two, because I like to have a king size bed, and they made a mistake because those are two singles, and it's totally pointless. Now, I know you might not believe me, but hello AI. What is the Wi-Fi password?
The Wi-Fi password for the hotel is Welcome F. You can connect to the network with the SSID
Nice.
Prince Hotel. If you have any...
Hello AI. Are you better than ChatGPT? No, worse. Welcome to Gion. Just approached this beautiful district, which apparently is an old school district. Not the best street, this one, but I will bring you to better streets in Kyoto. And yeah, this is where the geisha culture still exists. Probably everywhere in the world. Okay, so in the meantime that we arrive to the canal, a quick reflection on Japanese culture. I've taken quite a many public transportations. Can I? Yes, thank you. And I noticed that not paying the ticket is not even conceivable in Japanese culture, so that they don't show information about it. Like, what if you don't pay the fine? What if you don't pay the ticket and you get fined? How much is the fine? Blah blah blah. Something that usually is shown everywhere. Oh, this is nice. And yeah, I guess that it's not conceivable for people here not to pay the proper ticket. Such a cool spot. Unfortunately, in the low lights, the camera doesn't give it justice, but it's quite pretty, and I will be back in the daylight for sure. I feel like an idiot because I'm walking in this street, which is supposed to be like touristic or important street, but obviously it's quite late and it's just me. Closed businesses and random Japanese that walk and think, who's this idiot filming now? Welcome to the Osaka Shrine. Built in the 7th century. I'm not sure that this is the original parts, but I mean, it's here since 600 something. I was wondering, and maybe you were wondering with me, why you see this very distinct color in all, I mean not in all, but in plenty Shinto shrines. This vermilion orange reddish color, and apparently, besides creating a visual contrast so that you know where it is in a landscape, it protects humans by
creating a barrier between the gods and them, and it kind of purify the environment. I mean, crazy. And also this color gives vitality, energy, and symbolizes the power of the sun. And yeah, you can see that it's very much used, and it's very cool, very, very nice. I have a feeling that during the day this place it's packed with people. Now it's just a few of us, and it's very enjoyable. I was wondering, and maybe you were wondering too, why this particular shape? I mean, it's quite iconic, and you see it in every shrine. Basically, the two vertical lines represents the connection between the humans and the gods, and the two layers on top, horizontal, represents the bridge, the connection. So you go through and you enter or exit, in this case, Kami world, or the God's world. While we walk back to my hotel, another quick observation that I had about Japan so far, which is very, 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 very nice, is the fact that you don't get scammed, or at least, even if it happens, it doesn't feel like it. Because besides hotel prices, which are unbelievably high, maybe because I came during, I mean, it's already over, but it's expo period, but hotel prices are through the roof, but everything else, it's very reasonable compared to European standards. And very small things are quite enjoyably affordable, that they feel like you don't pay for them, you just, I don't know, tip them. You have like small museums in the middle of a very, 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 very touristic excursion, and entrance is like 100 yen, which is like 50 cents of a euro. I don't know, these small things you don't see anywhere else. If you can get money from tourists, you squeeze them as much as you can. And here it doesn't feel like it. And it's very nice. No socialization in the elevator. Shh. Good morning. I slept super good today. And it's 30 degrees, super sunny, super beautiful weather, incredibly blessed. And today we are going to do a few things of exploration. I just crossed with the red light. I'm a bad person. And since there are a few things to see in Kyoto, and most of them are shrines and temples and cute neighborhoods, but one of them sounds much more cool, and since it's such a beautiful weather, and it's kind of unpredictable season, so tomorrow might be rainy. We're going to do exactly the natural stuff. That is crazy. That is unbelievably crazy. No worries. We'll go. I think that 100,000 people had the same idea, and you think you go in a natural place, bamboo forest, but yeah, actually it's a forest of tourists. Damn. I am quite disappointed right now. I want to see how far should I go not to see this big of a crowd. The nature is cool though. Okay, that's much better. No bamboo inside though. Just old Japanese grandparents. But definitely much better. Beautiful bay, beautiful weather, beautiful people. This is becoming my best friend in this trip. Welcome to Nishinoko and Miki, our metro stop for a brief sushi break. So why not before the next cultural experience. And while we walk, another quick reflection about Japan. I've been here for several days already, and I haven't seen a single police officer at all. And the only police station that I passed through, oh, police, you see? Bullshit. Bullshit everywhere, don't listen to me. Okay, we continue our journey towards the temple. Brief realization about nigiri is that it actually makes sense. It's not a scam to make you pay just to eat rice, because actually real sushi, it's real flavorful, and if you eat a lot, it might be quite too much. So you need rice, white rice, which has a very bland taste that goes well with everything, to balance your stomach, taste, tongue, and whatever, so you can enjoy actually more the raw fish instead of just stuffing yourself with delicious but very intense, flavorful fish. That's the entrance of the Kinkaiju temple. I hope I didn't butcher the name. I'm not good with names. But this is apparently very, very, very important and historic here in Kyoto. This tree, apparently, is 600 years old and is chilling. So this was Yoshimitsu Shogun. They're committing robbery. Yoshimitsu Shogun summer villa. And when he died, he asked to be used as temple. Smart person. And the curious thing is that it's covered in gold to purify and protect from evil spirits. Sure. Well, the way they piled small bamboo sticks to make this roof, to me, is probably the most interesting part of this small temple. It's incredible. Such a perfect handwork. Okay, I just witnessed something super beautiful and I guess unique again to this country. I'm taking this bus to go to the next stop, let's say. And this is the end of the terminal. So they changed the drivers, and when the driver went out, he bowed to the remaining passengers in a sense of like greeting and respect, and left. And the same thing happened with the new driver before getting inside the seat. She bowed to the crowd, to the passengers. This is so respectful and beautiful. It's crazy. Here we are to Jinkakuji J. Another lovely temple in the nature. It's closing time. There are less people. Nice.
Another very old guy. Ugh. This place is super beautiful. Cacchiarola. Cacchiarola. And was owned by a single person. Just chilling. Praying. And yeah, rolling as well. Pazzesco. Pazzesco. Then when I thought, okay, maybe it's time to go back to the hotel and chill a little bit before the night, I opened Google Maps and I've seen that I was a short hike away from some beautiful waterfalls, hopefully. So, yes, let's go. This trip so far have been powered by ibuprofen and green tea. Such a lovely combination. Now that's a big fucking spider. And he's having dinner, but I cannot focus on it. Blin. Fuck. Bon appetit. Sisters, this is a good sign. We're close. Wrong way. Fuck. There is no other way. I'm going upstairs and we'll see. Again. I didn't quite get the waterfall, but this is insane. Wow. Little snack in the night. Good morning from the lovely, sunny, super beautiful weather. Even better than yesterday because it's a couple of degrees colder. So instead of 30, it's like 27. And today I woke up later than I should have because I had a night exploring and drinking whiskey and eating late. So now we get some coffee and we go about our new day of exploration. Okay, I'm just walking in these narrow streets around this neighborhood, and it's actually much more enjoyable than big temples and big shrines. It's so quiet, very peaceful, and there is a smell in the air, even though my smell buds don't really work normally and my nose is stuffed for the past week. There is a really pleasant smell, like flowery, or you know the smell in churches. I don't remember the name of the thing that burns, but yeah, it's so nice. Yeah, Kyoto definitely it's more peaceful and old school than Tokyo.
We are on the samurai armor, authentic samurai armor here. Please feel free from Okay, so let's between groups.
Let's see.
Okay.
Yes, baby.
This one hits the bullseye. Very nice. Oh, that's like great.
Okay. After that lovely stop in the museum, we are in the market, looking for a way to spend more money on super lovely souvenirs.
Their master, they have to cut their berry with this wakizashi or with this with tanto to get.
And we're back in the daylight to the first spot that we saw a couple of days ago in the evening. During the day, oh my god. It's very interesting how spirituality like manages to thrive with this food and souvenirs and quite strange. Can you imagine like churches or mosques with a I don't know, sandwich shop inside? It would be strange, but not here. By the way, since we are in Kami territory, fun fact for those of you who didn't know, me included, that I discovered in the Samurai and Ninja Museum. Have you ever heard the expression kamikaze? The Japanese during the Second World War that flew their planes on top of US Navy ships and basically committing suicide. Yes, basically that term, of course it's religious fanatism, and it's a combination of two words actually: kami, which is God, like God in this case one, and kaze, which is wind. So the god of wind is the god that the Japanese government justified their soldiers, the suicide soldiers, to commit to before killing themselves. Crazy. Welcome to Kodaiji Temple. I have a deja vu, like I've seen it before. Okay, that's quite cool, and it will be incredibly cool in 5 years or so when we will have smart glasses or smart contact lenses, so you can filter out all the people and just look at the actual like architecture and you know. Wow. Well, personal opinion, it's extremely pretty, extremely suggestive, but unless you know something about the religion, or unless you practice the religion and you distinguish the details between one building, one temple, one shrine to another. I mean, you see one and you've seen them all, basically, and it's just such a hassle. Too many people just walking, chilling, and coming here because you have to come here. That's the spot where on Google Maps it shows you should come. Maybe it's a bit cynical, but it's not enjoyable at all. Walking in the crowd all the time, you're not able to enjoy the spirituality of it, even if you're religious or spiritual, whatever. Like, for real. Check one and just stick to the smaller ones, because you have the same vibe, much more peace, and yes, it's just too much tourism. 2025, Japan actually suffers from over tourism, and I am part of the cause. Especially because I mean, I'm not an expert, but I suppose that Buddhism, Shintoism, and these Eastern philosophies are based on peace, beauty, harmony, and no peace, no beauty, no harmony here. In every small alley, small streets in Kyoto here, for example, if you're here, where you walk peacefully, the houses are simple, there is a good smell of flowers that are taken care by the homeowners, and it's actually very enjoyable to walk around. But here, not at all. Okay, so I had a quick 1 hour stop in a massage parlor, and it has been the most incredible Thai massage, yeah, that I've tried so far. Super complete, and it started very light, so I said to the lady, yeah, you can go hard, and I shouldn't have said it. Incredible, and super cheap, like for the equivalent of like 23 euros. Nice. Time to go for Din Din. Always I thought Tokyo was Tokyo. I thought Japan was a clean country. Time to get some calories. This is extremely cheap, and this is extremely premium, and we will discover the difference of the same kind of sake. Good morning again from the lovely Kyoto. We just checked out, had some coffee, withdraw some cash, because cash is quite useful in Japan, and now we're waiting bus to bring us to the station to get to Nara.
Station.
very good. We arrived in Nara, and I discovered that if you travel with your luggages, you are risking to carry them with you whole day if you go to a very touristic place and you're unlucky, because the coin lockers ran out pretty quickly, and thankfully I found the last one where I could place my bag. But many people got stuck. So watch out when you make plans and think, oh yeah, I will just drop my bags in the station and walk around freely and retrieve them later. Nara's train station square. Apparently, the reason why we came here is because it was the first capital of Japan in the 8th century. So all the temples are from that period, and it's supposed to be the most historical place in Japan. I was wondering where it was coming from, and along the streets you walk with the soundtrack. I don't know if it's a lovely song to help you on your journey or if it's commercials, but it's kind of cool. You walk with a soundtrack. They want food. Hello. For the moment that we all been waiting for, we came to Nara to see the Kofukuji temple pagoda, which is 1,500 years old. It's 5 stories tall, and it's one of the most ancient pagodas in Japan, maybe the second most ancient pagoda. And here we go. Yes, it's under reparation right now, so not possible to admire. I hope and suppose that it will look something like this, bigger and 5 floors. So let's imagine. Yeah, pretty much like this. It's impressive how deers here just be chilling and enjoy their time. I grew up thinking that they are very difficult to approach and get scared very easily, but apparently here they're super chilling. Crazy! How many? This is probably the best part of this town, and I never heard deers talking, and they sound like alarms, like sirens. Super beautiful and super chilling. Salve. Now what? Okay, this Nara excursion is gonna become a documentary about... No, this is coffee, it's not good for you. Documentary, about deers. How they chill, how they steal, how they eat, how they shit. They shit a ton. Salve. how they clean. You hear? They sound like squeaky doors. Interested? I think this is his shit. Bruh, you need to take a shower. Beautiful spot. Apparently, there are still some deers that remembers their true origin. That is the Great Buddha Hall. Looks much cooler outside of the camera, but that's what we got. So apparently this is their main source of food. Deer crackers. This is insane. These are all roots of these big dudes. Gosh, there. And up we go. A brave deer. Super small and super alone. I don't have crackers. Sorry. I arrived to the top. Pretty nice. He's the big dude. The OG. Give me the food. Solve it. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, this is real food. Right? Better than crackers. And this guy is big. It's big. Like 2 fingers. Damn. This is the top, I suppose. No, this is the top, officially. There is nothing, nowhere else to go. It's quite curious. I mean, maybe this is the rest of something. Google Translate doesn't translate this, but I mean, this is a mountain, like hilltop, that faces like straight to Nara, the capital, I mean ex-capital of Japan. It's interesting how there are no rests of towers, temples, observation decks, I don't know, like to see the enemy coming from far. Usually you see these kind of things in the hills surrounding important cities. Strange. Andrea? Super. Arigatou gozaimasu.
We arrived to Osaka. Apparently, it's the first city without automatic stairs in every station. Let's work out. Finally, we are back in a fucking cool big city. Big lights, tall buildings. Makes me feel cool. Welcome to Osaka. Benvenuto a Osaka. Houston, we have a problem. I need beard oil, but I have a feeling that no one have a beard here, and they don't sell products for beard. Plus, I cannot read shit. Okay, so apparently they don't sell it anywhere in Japan. You have to order it online. That's a pretty cool place. Super cool. Some lovely Osaka by night with my new best friend, the snack of the champions. Rice, seaweed, stuffed with salmon in this case. Super healthy, super delicious, and super cheap. It's crazy. Japan is amazing. That's the hotel view. That's super cool. Good morning from Anzi morning. It's 1 p.m. I already had lunch and we're now heading for our morning coffee in this beautiful, lovely town called Osaka. It's warm, it's nice, and it might rain, so I am prepared. Now we're gonna understand what we do here in this city. Ma che bello questo posto, super nice. Well, from the first look during the day, Osaka definitely feels more raw than other places that I've seen so far. These kind of things, this electricity power line web, so exposed in the street, it's something you see like in Southeast Asia or other, I would say, less developed countries, with the constant electricity buzz coming from them and the smell in the air. It's familiar from other Asian countries, more than Tokyo and Kyoto for sure, and I quite like it. I mean, it's mostly skyscrapers, but it's quite cool. My vibe.
Welcome to the lovely neighborhood of impossible to pronounce Shinsabashisuji, I hope. And it looks like where the rich Japanese and tourists do their shopping. Very lovely. Very, very lovely.
あ、本当。
そう、なんか大根をね、大量にくれたりするんですよ、近所のおんちゃんとか。
Welcome to the American village neighborhood. Interesting how many lotteries there are around the street. Quite crowded, but I don't see why it's American. Let's explore deeper, maybe the clothings, but definitely the main street had more American brands than this one. Okay, that's why. It's definitely the fashion. Very colorful. This is Dotonbori. Apparently somewhere where Expo was done. I suppose. It looks very busy. I would definitely say that if you are into East Asian countries, Southeast Asian countries vibe, so colors, food, smells, people, and tiny packed streets, then Dotonbori in Osaka is definitely the way to go. Not for me. Drink with handsome guys. Let's see these handsome guys. You should know that they will not be that necessarily straight. I understood there is this culture here in Japan of wanting to look as young and innocent as possible, both and for men. And I mean, I get the women part, but the men part, already at a point in Western culture where I was kinda looking at with suspiciousness at this promotion of feminization and extreme, again, femininity on male population. But here is on another level. Like, you don't understand if they're
girls and guys. I think we're ready for onsen. Dirty streets. So apparently this guy is very famous in sugar business, and as you can see, a lot of people take a picture of this guy. Glico. So this is a hidden temple in the middle of the chaos. Apparently at night it transforms. Ay ay ay, ay ay ay, ay ay ay, ay ay ay, ay ay ay. This store is opened full of people and everything, like literally everything. 6 floors of every single thing. When I say everything, I mean everything. You want salami? You want squids? You want whiskey? Everywhere. Candies? What the fuck? This will come home with me. But if I cannot find beard oil in this place, then it doesn't exist in Japan at all. I do not like this place. Okay, I was definitely wanting to go to a club here, but after seeing the scene, I am definitely going home and chill. Ay, 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 ay. Osaka, Osaka. Hate it or love it. If you are into Southeast Asia, chaos, dirty streets, people from all over the world, so everything that comes with it. Yeah, multiculturalism, different faces, but also nobody gives a fuck, and nobody takes care of it. And if you like dirty toilets and messy streets, Osaka is for you. If you like respect, clean toilets in clubs, lovely people, Tokyo is for you. Good morning from the lovely and rainy Osaka. Today's objective is to check Umeda, the castle, and plan future movements. I'd like to see more than to see, but to eat Kobe and Hiroshima. But first, let me take a coffee. Welcome to the lovely neighborhood of Osaka Castle. A bit grey, but the rain is warm, and besides the garden, hopefully we will find shelter in the castle till the rain finishes. Well, at least if it was sunny, it would have been packed with people. And now it's I mean, besides the rain that is getting more and more intense, it's quite enjoyable. We're getting closer to the main spot. Here, I suppose it was flooded with water, just like in European medieval castles, or maybe not. It's just hard to reach. There is a long ass line to get inside. Well, thankfully we have nothing better to do. It's like taking onsen. So hot, humid, and a lot of people, not naked. Mission accomplished. We're getting in. Stairs line, elevator line. Come on. My son, one day this all will be yours. They like baseball, huh? Well, Osaka Castle, definitely worth a visit. Even when it's full of people, it's not that bad. And it's so full of information, exhibits, and interesting stuff about Japan, wars, unifications, and yeah, pretty cool. And bonus, the top floor has a cool view. This is the ground floor, of course, but from the top you have a cool view. And yeah, it's still raining. Now we go to Umeda. Surrounding park, it's also very nice and peaceful. And I realized that I had lunch, and it's 2:10. I might check what they offer here. Some good proteins. Hopefully I will not get sick. Apparently there is something related to the expo here in the gardens of the castle. You got food and beer and pasta. I should have waited to have my skewers, which were anyway extremely good. Interesting. So, Osaka station of the Loop Line, it's the Shibuya version of Osaka. Now, that's a pretty cool building. super. Behind it there is a very cute garden with different botanical examples, which, if you understand anything about it, you will probably be glad to be here. Now we had such a restful half an hour that time to go to find the gym and train at least 1 hour, because we've been slacking in this period. Justifiable by this time. I think I'm pretty done with Osaka. Seen the south, seen the center, seen the north, seen the east. I haven't seen the west, but I have a pretty good idea, and we'll see later. But for now it's gym time. Good morning from the subway in Osaka. We are now going to our next destination, which is Kobe. Mission accomplished. It has been much harder than I expected, because there are literally hundreds and hundreds of lockers, but they are all super busy. And as I probably understood, today it's like sport day. It's like a national holiday, so maybe even more busy than usual. And the next objective is to find space in a steakhouse. Because the only reason why we came to this beautiful city, I mean, not the only, but the main reason why we came to this beautiful city is to have some Wagyu beef. And I hope, because I didn't make any reservation as usual, I hope that I will be welcomed regardless. By the way, I confirm my request that I made the first day in Tokyo, and that I've noticed is a... Ah, no, wait. This is the name of the street? Or it's an address for this place? Because it's really hard to understand which road you are unless you have navigation. But of course, it would not be Japan without a shrine. So let's check it. I think there is like a mass celebration, like a baptism, because I see a lot of kids. And people dress well. And they have that big drum. Super interesting. Super cool. Okay, I arrived and I booked at 11:30, so I wanted to be sure, and I am so excited.
either I cannot read, or if you're very interested, you can have a nice 2-bedroom apartment in Kobe for the equivalent couple of €100 a month. Can be worse. Can be worse. This is probably the main street in downtown. Maybe not, but it just has a big name at the beginning and at the end, just like famous streets in big cities. And it's quite empty now, maybe because it's holiday, it's Monday, and it's not even 12. But yeah, we're just killing time, waiting for our reservation. While we walk towards our next destination, a brief review of the Wagyu A5 Kobe beef experience on a teppanyaki. Apparently this is something that they invented, or they were among the first to do it in this restaurant, where the chef cooks on a hot grill in front of you meat, vegetables, rice and stuff. And well, I've seen plenty YouTube videos about Wagyu and I already know what to expect, but nevertheless incredibly soft, delicious, tasty and well served, because I mean, it tends to grow on your stomach pretty fast because it's super fat. So the fact that you have pre-made slice that you can try with soy sauce, with salt, with pepper, with mustard, makes it new and fresh every bite. And yes, it was really delicious, incredibly delicious, incredibly recommended, incredibly expensive, but incredibly worth it. Just to give you an idea, here Wagyu beef sold at a butcher shop goes for roughly €300 a kilo. Let's explore.
我以为你说下次说不定能。你的是这样子。
Yeah, definitely the area around the Shinkansen station is better than the other train station. Looks newer and cleaner. I didn't want to do it, but it's time to check how good is the #1 ranked gelato in Japan. This is how it looks like, and it came out from a machine. While we walk towards the port, let's talk about Japanese ice cream. I don't know if it was really awarded #1 ice cream in Japan, but I would say come here, Italians, and open ice cream shops, because it was like way below average Italian supermarket ice cream. So I was surprised, I have to be honest. I thought that #1 in Japan would have been different but delicious, and it wasn't. The city awakened. We are back here. Interesting. Much more lively than before. Interesting. Welcome to Fancy Kobe. Fancy Kobe. I see a big name, so that's a big street. Let's go check it. Gallery with shops. Nice. A harbor area at sunset. What a lucky find. Welcome to Hiroshima train station. Looking for the metro. Okay, so we arrived in the station, the tram station where our hotel is, and I was witnessing for the first time Japanese not politeness, close to scam, because the tram here cost 240 yen flat fee, and you pay when you go out. I gave the guy 300. I was about to put them inside the automatic machine as usual, but he asked me, like he gave me his hand, and I dropped the coins, 300 yen in his hand, and he just thanked me, and I just went out of the tram like nothing, thinking, wow, I just witnessed Japanese unpoliteness / scamming. But no, while I was checking for the direction to walk to the hotel, the guy from the window of the tram actually called for my attention and gave me the change. So all is good in Japan. From Tokyo to Hiroshima. Well, from extremely small room to, I told you that I booked for 2 because I want a big bed, and I checked double bed in this case. So he gave me 2 double beds. I can sleep sideways. Very good. Checked in, quick shower done, and now we search for a place to have the most famous Hiroshima dish, okonomiyaki. I hope I pronounced it correctly. One thing is never disappointing is that on every corner you will find 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and a little bit less I forgot the third one. It has an American name, but City Mart and 7-Eleven are the main players here. Disaster, emergency. Everything is closed. I'm starving, and today it's a holiday. So everything that should be open is closed. But I will not give up. It's interesting to notice that this is the first city with such large streets. Yeah, not venues, avenues. 1, 2, 3 lanes plus tram plus other 3 lanes. Wow, that feels American. Well, something we found looks interesting. Smells interesting as well. It's incredibly interesting how this specific spot, as you can read, mark the hypocenter of the explosion of the first atomic bomb ever used in human history. Like basically right there, 900 meters up. Such a significance point on human land, but it's in the middle of a alley with a parking spot with some fresh beverages and nothing. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Here exploded the first atomic bomb. I mean, upstairs. Well, Hiroshima by night, by Monday night. I guess it couldn't be more lively. It feels like Milano in the center where you are not supposed to be at night, because the nightlife is not in the center of Milano. After 10, when the last remaining survivors are going home, the streets are being cleaned. Definitely it's not the nightlife spot. Now I understand why there are no homeless people laying around in Japan. I just inadvertently came by 4 policemen removing from the street a guy that was sleeping on a bench. Yes. Basically Napoleon. Totally confirm. Such big avenues in this city. Impossible to cross. Good morning from the lovely Hiroshima. Today basically we're going to do the same trip as yesterday night, but with sunlight, and we will actually see museums and landmarks. We will learn more about 20th century history. Plus we will revisit the inside of the castle that was destroyed with the atomic bomb and rebuilt. But first, let me get a coffee.
I don't know if it's the coffee, if it's the incredible weather, or the incredible, lovely owners of this small cafe. They were probably kids when the Hiroshima bombing happened, and they had this small cafe with fish pools, aquariums. It reminded me of my grandfather that had the same passion, and my grandparents that they had the same vibe and mutual understanding of each other. So cool, so nice. And I finally feel in Japan for Japanese, because I don't think it's such a touristic city. So everything here is in Japanese. Period. No English translation. And it's super nice. And here, I don't want to say a blasphemy, but here, Japanese facial features are a bit different from the north. I suppose that this is like memorial for dead people, because it's on the bridge that leads towards the Hiroshima Museum, and we have a lot of names here engraved. So might be list of people who passed. Of course I wouldn't know because I don't read Japanese, and there is no indication. While we walk towards the Peace Memorial Museum, brief observation. Japanese loves their jazz, and young people listen to music that feels like electronic pop music pitched up. You know, when the effect of the song is like raised in pitch and goes faster than it should. That's how Japanese dance music feels like. Other side.
As promised, we are back here looking for finally tasting this okonomiyaki. We have a spot on the map. Good. Now that we walk towards the castle, I want to make another brief consideration about myself. During this trip, I discovered that I am very open and willing to adapt to customs and ways of the local people, especially nice people as Japanese. But there is one thing that, and I am not willing to do, which is sitting down when pissing in a toilet. That will never happen. And we're back, heading for the longest journey of this trip, without counting flights, of course. Back to Tokyo. Welcome to Shinbashi. Good morning again from the lovely and a bit drizzling Tokyo. We're now in the international part of Tokyo for a couple of days, Roppongi, and we're going to explore today this beautiful city again. Things that we missed, and maybe we'll go back to Shibuya, because why not? And we're basically in Paris in an instant. Welcome to Zojoji Temple with a lovely view in the background of the Tour Eiffel in Japan. Well, that was quite interesting, but definitely not eco-friendly. Roppongi, our lovely, apparently the international hub.
Okay, while we walk towards the Shinjuku Gardens, I want to share some mind-blowing facts about Tokyo and Japan in general. I was talking with ChatGPT, so bear in mind that might be wrong, but I was curious and I asked which is the average salary in Tokyo, and it goes roughly for a little bit less than 4,000 euros a month, the average salary. I hope it's not too windy. And the actual cost of living is quite affordable, unless you go to extremely fancy restaurants or you live on the top of a new skyscraper. Like food, transportation, and the cost of living is quite actually affordable, and the average rent in a reasonably central flat in Tokyo goes for roughly 500 euros. Again, ChatGPT figures. That's crazy! That is fucking crazy! Compared to where I'm from, which with the average monthly salary you maybe pay the rent and I don't know, you spare a couple of 100 euros to eat. I mean, Tokyo is incredible when it comes to the quality of life. Welcome to Shinjuku National Garden. 60 acres of greenland. And I have no idea what 60 acres means, but probably it's pretty big.
We are in Kenny Gym with a fighter, and yeah, guys, that was amazing. He's an incredible coach. He's a super incredible fighter, and I am destroyed, humbled. ありがとうございます、guys.
ありがとうございます。ことで一旦は安心しました。
Good morning from the lovely and drizzling Tokyo. Today our mission is Nikko. Hopefully it will not be pouring rain all day. Welcome to downtown Kitasenju, and very local area. Brief stop to take some pastry, and then we move onwards with our plan. Probably we will buy also an umbrella, because here it's bearable, but I feel that it's gonna be quite rainy in the mountains. This is the normal supermarket food aisle. Welcome to the lovely cloudy Nikko.
Nikko to Shogu. So different when it's raining. Ghosts. But this guy is old. And good morning from the city that never sleeps, apparently. It's 5 a.m. and we are sadly approaching the airport to come back home. So sad moments at the end of a lovely trip that is getting to a closure. But for every bad thing that happens in life, there is an equivalent good thing. That's it. I'm gonna definitely miss these things. We're now in Malpensa. The trip is over. I am extremely sad, and I'll see you next time.